The snow fell quietly that morning. Each flake sparkled like a dream, soft and cold as it touched the mountain soil. Tanjiro! Komao walked carefully through the forest, a basket of coal slung across his back, his breath forming clouds in the winter air. His home waited for him warm, full of laughter, the smell of pine and smoke rising from the chimney, his mother's gentle voice, his siblings, laughter, a peaceful world untouched by evil. He had no idea that by the next sunrise, everything he loved would be gone. When Tanjiro returned home that night, the snow had stopped. But the silence, it was heavy. The door creaked open, and what he saw froze his blood. His family, his mother, his brothers, his little sisters, all lay lifeless on the floor. The scent of blood filled the air. Only Nezuko, his younger sister, still breathed, faintly, weakly. He carried her through the storm, calling her name. "Hold on, Nezuko! Don't die!" But as dawn broke, she stirred, and her eyes opened, glowing red. Her teeth sharpened. She lunged at him. His heart shattered as he realized his sister had become a demon. But even then she hesitated. Tears fell from her eyes, and Tanjiro saw it, the humanity still flickering inside her. When the demon slayer Jutomioka arrived to kill her, Tanjiro threw himself between them, shouting, "She's my sister. She's not your enemy." Ju paused. That moment of faith changed everything. Tanjiro and Nezuko began their journey, a human and a demon, walking the same path under the same sun they could never share. Tanjiro trained under Sekanji Urokodaki, an old master who once wore the water Hashira's haori. Days turned to months, and every night, Tanjiro's body ached from swinging his sword and breathing techniques. He learned the art of total concentration breathing, the flow of water-breathing forms. Each breath brought him closer to strength and closer to revenge. He passed the Demon Slayer exam, facing monsters in the darkness, fighting with fear and hope entwined. When he returned, Nezuko slept within a wooden box, protected by a blood art that allowed her to live without feeding on humans. She became a symbol of something impossible, a demon with a human heart. Tanjiro's journey took him through towns plagued by demons. He met Zenitsu, a cowardly boy who cried and trembled, yet possessed lightning-fast reflexes, and Inosuke, wild and reckless, a boy raised by boars with a heart that burned brighter than he knew. Together, they became more than teammates. They became family. Through blood and pain, Tanjiro learned that demons were once humans, victims twisted by Muzan Kibutsuji. Muzan was the one who had killed his family, the one who spread his curse across centuries. Tanjiro swore that he would find him and end the curse forever. The battles grew fiercer. He faced demons who cried as they died, remembering their humanity too late. He learned compassion, even for his enemies. That was his strength, his kindness, his unbreakable heart. But the world of demon slayers was cruel. He witnessed the fall of many. Then came the fire. Hashira, a warrior of blazing spirit, his smile brighter than the flame that surrounded him. Rengoku fought not just for victory, but for life itself, for the people who could not fight. When the Mugen train roared into the night, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke followed Rengoku aboard. They faced Mu, a demon who preyed on dreams, trapping the passengers in illusions of peace. Tanjiro saw his family again, smiling, alive, but he knew it wasn't real. With tears in his eyes, he whispered goodbye and shattered the dream. When Enmu fell, another monster appeared, Akaza, Upper Moon 3. His power shook the earth. Rengoku fought with all his might. The fire danced across the dark, his every move shouting, "Set your heart ablaze." When dawn came, Rengoku fell, but his spirit did not fade. "Keep your heart burning," he said, smiling even as life slipped away. Tanjiro wept, clutching his sword. That night, he promised he would carry that flame forward. From there, the journey only darkened. Tanjiro and his friends grew stronger, training alongside the Hashira Shinobu, the insect Hashira, with her deadly smile. Tanjiro, the flamboyant sound Hashira, and Mitsuri, the love Hashira, whose warmth could pierce through any shadow. They fought upper moons, monstrous demons with centuries of power. In the entertainment district, they faced Daki and Gutaro's siblings, twisted by jealousy and pain. The battle burned through the night. Tingan nearly lost everything, but together, Tanjiro and his friends triumphed. But each victory came with scars, and the shadow of Muzan loomed closer. Nezuko's power began to grow. Her blood demon art burned with sunlight, something no demon could endure. It became clear. She was the key to ending everything. Tanjiro met more of Muzan's victims, learned their stories, and realized something heartbreaking. Every demon had once been someone who just wanted to live, but Muzan had stolen that chance. And so, the Demon Slayer Corps prepared for the final battle, the war against Muzan Kibut. The Infinity Castle appeared an endless maze of blood and wood. The Hashira fought like gods, their blades flashing in every corner of the labyrinth. Muzan's lieutenants, the Upper Moons, fell one by one, but at a terrible cost. Iguro and Mitsuri fought together until their last breath. Sanemi and Guyomi stood against impossible odds. The sky trembled with their resolve, and in the heart of it all, Tanjiro faced Mason. Muzan's body shifted and screamed, his attacks faster than thought. He mocked humanity, claiming he was eternal, beyond death. But Tanjiro did not yield. "You can never kill hope," he said, his voice breaking through the roar. As the fight raged on, Nezuko appeared running toward her brother, sunlight blazing around her. The impossible happened. Nezuko stood under the sun. She was human again. Seeing her, Tanjiro's strength returned. With every breath, he remembered everyone, Rengoku's fire, Shinobu's courage, his mother's voice. The world blurred. He moved faster, stronger, beyond pain. He struck, again and again. The sun rose, and Muzan screamed as his body began to burn. But in his final act, Muzan infected Tanjiro, turning him into a demon. The world fell silent. Nezuko cried and held him tight. "Come back, brother, please." And somehow, through sheer love, through the bonds of everyone who fought for him, Tanjiro resisted the darkness. The demon inside him vanished, leaving only the boy who had once carried coal down a snowy mountain. When it was all over, dawn finally felt warm. The Demon Slayer Corps disbanded, their mission complete. Nezuko laughed again. Zenitsu proposed to her, and fainted right after. Inosuke found peace in the forest he once called home. Tanjiro, scarred but smiling, looked to the horizon. "Everyone, we made it." The story of Demon Slayer was not about killing demons. It was about saving the humanity within them. Even in a world drenched in blood, kindness burned brighter than any flame.